Hello, welcome. This is Poonam, founder of the Life Coach Institution. Today, I'm going to talk about the third benefit of having a downtime in our life. As you all know, this is a 7 episode podcast series which I'm going to run about benefits of having a downtime. And if you haven't watched my previous 2 episodes where I have talked about how beneficial to be by yourself, to have some me time. And once you will have that me time, what you need to do. So you need to observe your thoughts and feelings. Now, today I'm going to talk about the third thing we need to do is we need to write. What we need to write is I'm going to unpack soon. But before that, just quickly recap of last episode is asking 3 questions to yourself when you are alone, when you are by yourself, is one, how I'm feeling right now, how I was feeling when I was sad, and how I was feeling when I was happy. So once you will do that exercise, you will able to know that the way you think, the way you will able to feel in your body, the vibration, the energy, the the mindset, it's totally different than one another. So once you will observe those feelings, those thoughts, those vibration, now what you need to do, you need to write down. When you recreate the sad moment or the moment where the things is not in your control and you are feeling hurt or you're feeling that you are in a pain, what 2 things you, if you would have done, things would be different. So you need to write just 2 things about that particular moment or that particular scenario, or that particular scene, or that particular drama which happened in your life, which is really not in your control, or it's not, it was not your fault, or it was not you were expecting. So just write down 2 things which you could have done that time. You would have able to face that situation differently. And then write down 2 things about the happy feelings which you had in some other event and you are grateful for. So 2 things which you think you need, you if you would have improved that time, you would have faced that challenge differently. And 2 things which you are grateful or thankful for that you already have within you. For example, some days are not a, every day is not a good day, but sometimes we really respond very uh, differently in some situation, and we feel like, wow, I did a very good job, or I have responded very well. So I'm really thankful for that moment that I have responded with some responsibility or responded with some uh, kindness. So write 2 things which you think you need to improve, or 2 things which you are grateful for. When you will write those 2 things down, you will able to, like a sponge, you will able to grasp those things, and you will able to know that this is what I have already and this is what I really need. So there is a module in one of the book called do have, who I am right now, what I have, and what I need. So when you write 2 things you are grateful for and 2 things you really need to improve, you will able to change yourself for your betterment. and you will able to respond differently if you will stuck in the same situation or more or less that type of situation, because now you know why you have reacted that way and now how you need to respond that way, because reaction and reaction to the situation is always different than the responding to the situation. I'll give you an example. The reaction is someone, if someone will say something to you which is sometimes not true or which is painful or hurtful, you react at the same time and you try to take a revenge or you try to argue that time without even giving a fraction of time to your mind to observe or listen what he said or she said. And then that time things will not be in your control, because you really don't know what you are reacting. You just, it's like someone said something to you, you just answered that thing and just it's like a it's like arguments. But are when you practice every day, when you observe yourself, when you know yourself better, what you will do in that situation, you will pause or you will pull yourself down a little bit. You will think, you will listen, and then you will respond to that situation. When you do it mindfully, the situation will be in your control. It will be in your control. You will able to get the result you want. But when you react, because even you don't know what result you want, situation will control you. Just listen carefully. This is very important. If you will not pause or you will not pull back yourself from the situation which is not in your control, situation will control you. But if you will learn how to respond, you will able to control the situation. Yes. So if you really want to control situation, you need to pause, you need to see, listen, hear, and then you need to respond. So, and this is the important thing, and how this is going to happen, because I know my client says few things are not in my control, even though I am kind, even though I am very honest, polite, people are not behaving the way I really want. You don't need to think what people behaving. You just need to know how you are behaving. And for that, you need a practice. And how are you going to do practice? If someone will say, let's play a soccer match, but you can't play a soccer match without having a practice, daily practice. And before practice, you should know how to play a soccer, right? If you don't know how to play a soccer, how are you going to practice soccer and how are you going to play the game? Exactly same. Life is a game. If you don't know how to practice, you're not going to play the game. And for practice, if you don't know what is the game, you're not able to practice. This is a cycle. So first you need to know who you are. Once you know who you are, then you are able to do a practice of reflecting yourself every day, observing yourself every day, writing down the notes about you will allow you to face any situation, any challenges in your life with responsibility, with mindfulness, and then you will able to control your life game. But if you will not learn how to, if you will not practice, the other people will control your life, a situation will control your life, and then you will feel stuck. You will feel stress, anxiety, depression, because you will feel like this is whatever I do, even though I am kind, even though I'm polite, I'm not getting the result I want. But this is not about the kindness, or it's not about pleasing people. This is about responding people with a responsibility and mindfulness. So this is the third one. It's really, really important to write down two things about yourself in every situation. At what two things I can improve to be better me, and what two things is really important which I already have within me. By doing this, first thing, it will allow you to see differently what is possible, and second thing will build a trust in you that yes, you are able to do this, you can do this. Yes, it's okay to not have few things in you, but you already have few things in your hand. So it's like a trust and moving forward to change yourself. So try these two things, and we'll see fourth thing in the next podcast. So seven things, if you will do in your life, you will able to empower yourself, you will able to live your life differently. So have this downtime in your life. Try every day, if not then once a month, once a week, whenever you can, have that downtime and reflect yourself, be yourself, observe yourself, write down about yourself. And we'll see next step in the next podcast. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I trust I'm giving you value and it will benefit you in your life.